Is this thing on?
Welcome back to another episode of Spooled Life Live. Unfortunately, Ram Garcia couldn't make it. So my name is Steele. I go by I've been called other things, right? Uncle, Tamara, but
Is your
everybody,
name's Theo?
yeah, Tio
T-O. Okay.
with a little line above the I, right? Y'all could refer to me as Steele for the rest of the show. Unfortunately, Ram Garcia couldn't make it, right? He's got a sick little one at the house. Y'all say a prayer for her. We were up all night and couldn't make it. We were in a rush this morning, right? Getting things done for the show. Today's Cinco de Mayo, right?
All right.
We're having a good time here at the Roy's Bait and Tackle Studio here in Corpus Christi. If y'all are local, cruise on down. We got a whole bunch of Karbach ready to get opened and drank, right? For the Cinco de Mayo festivities that are happening today. If y'all are local to the Robstown area, there's a Cinco de Mayo festival going on there at the Parish Hall, St. Anthony's. They got bingo, they got chalupas, they have pizza. There's no alcoholic beverages. I don't think. That'd be good if they did.
Probably going to stay here at the show.
Oh, they'd become millionaires. I've always said that let's start selling some alcoholic beverages, and that's bring some money into the church, right? Instead of all these chalupas, right? We got Ernest Abrego in the house. Happy birthday to Ernest Abrego, turning the big 40.
All right.
Right?
Happy birthday.
Shout out to him. Jason Lozano's in the house as well. If y'all can, if there's anybody out there that could beat Theo's mustache, right? Shoot it in the comments and we'll go from there. So typically when I start this show, right, about midway, we like to give something away. During the show, you're going to be seeing me do this a lot. I just want to make sure it doesn't run off. All right. Because it took me years to grow this thing. Right. And I don't want it to run off. Right. David Garza's in the house. Andres Solis. This is what we're going to do. We're going to give away a prize pack. Let's give away the first one. The yellow one. We got an R&K Cap 112. Some Coastal Brew baits, salty head jig heads.
We doing the shirt here. We can do another shirt.
Yeah, we'll do the shirt.
R&K
shirt.
Coastal Outfitter shirt.
Representing my guest. I don't want to say his name yet, right? But this is what we're giving away. And how we're going to give it away is today is Cinco de Mayo, right? Or as you've heard, it's Cinco del Drinko, right? How you win this is to put your, how do you say it? Your form of Cinco de Mayo, whether it be Cinco de Drinko, Cinco del Spooldo.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
All right.
Put your theme
for Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, in the comments. The person that gets the most likes, we're gonna shoot this prize pack to y'all. Here come and I'll be saying it periodically for the people that are checking their briskets outside and checking their tortillas and making sure they don't get burned up in the pellet grills y'all have out there still, you know what I mean? Or the oven, right? Happy Cinco de Mayo, guys. One thing, let's do a toast to Cinco del Drinko.
Oh yeah, I like that.
A lot of people are upset that they don't want all the illegals coming into America. They're upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of upset about it. I mean, if you're going to come over, do it the right way.
That's right. There's ways about it.
Yeah, but I can guarantee you there's not a single person out here right now that's not celebrating Cinco de Mayo.
That's it. Cheers.
Here's to
Come-
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco del Drinko.
Cinco del Drinko. Right?
All right. Cheers.
Let me see if I could even do this. I should have practiced this.
That work?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
That's good. Now I feel like a cowboy. I almost feel like Robert Duvall did in Lonesome Dove.
I was thinking Sam Elliott. But
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's give some. Who else is out there that does a good cowboy? My favorite is Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall. You can't. Lonesome Dove. Come
that's
on, man.
tough, man.
That's the best.
Yeah, he's tough
Yeah.
to.
Well, I mean, John Wayne. I don't know if he ever had
Oh
a
yeah,
stash
John
like that.
Wayne,
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood
I don't
too.
think he's never had a stash
No,
like
those were
that.
all clean shaven cowboys. Never left the horse kind of cowboy.
Festus.
Oh yeah,
Gunsmoke.
yeah.
Heck
yeah.
yeah. He had a good mustache like that.
Well-
Maybe not that thick.
What was the guy that was on White Earp as well? He wasn't his brother, but he was one of the other
No, it's
appointed.
not Doc
appointed-
Holliday.
No,
but
his
yeah,
was real
it was,
small.
That was
skinny.
his brother.
Was it?
Yeah, his brother.
All
Well-
appointed.
Well, you had Sam.
You didn't even have to go through the academy at that time. You know what I mean? It was more like Kurt Russell,
Kurt Russell.
Russell
there you
and
go.
Tombstone.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ernest
yeah.
Abigail. That was another one. Burt Reynolds.
That's right.
He's
Man,
never been in a cowboy.
man, Magnum.
Oh yeah.
Come on.
Man,
Right.
that's a little too.
It's too
That's
too Hollywood.
No, that's too far
Well, it's,
for me.
yeah.
But Brokeback Mountain.
I didn't watch it.
No. I think that dude got the mustache ripped off of him, right?
Yeah.
Guys that are just tuning in, we're here at Roy's Bait and Tackle Studio. I want to give a shout out to my headline sponsors of the show, Roy's Bait and Tackle, of course, New Canoe, Sarge Custom Rods, Tow Corpus Christi, Down South Lures, AFTCO, Marshware, and my personal favorite, Karbach Brewery. Keeping us nice and fresh on this Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo has turned into a drinking holiday, right?
I thought that's what it was.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's
mean-
what I know it for. I'm sure there's a reason for it.
on
right?
America's Independence Day, we don't drink. I mean, you can, right? But it's more fireworky,
Yeah,
a fireworky holiday.
that's right.
Cinco de Mayo is more of a drinky day. Christmas is a present, opening
Yeah.
presents day.
That's right.
We lose focus on what
What it was for.
the holiday is for, right? Obviously, today is Mexico's Independence Day, right?
That's right.
Shout out to the Mexicans that paved the way to the other Mexicans. Whether they did a good job or not, I don't know, right?
Well,
They all, for some reason, all want to come over here, something. I mean,
Well, there's beautiful places in Mexico.
oh, dude, yeah,
It's just there's more opportunity over here probably
Yeah.
for the people that want to get here.
that's tough.
That's it.
man.
man.
I jumped into this hunting lease this year. Jumped out of one and jumped into another. And it's been tough for me, man. If y'all follow my story, I got a lot of trees to cut down, and it's nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo, but if I needed help or anything. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But
Where's it at?
it's in between Rivera and Falfurias,
All right.
right?
yeah.
Nail guy country.
Oh yeah.
So I cruise around, right, periodically around the ranch, and I've been noticing a lot of backpacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of just thrown water bottles and stuff. And I'm the type of guy that's gonna get off and check it out, and I want to see what was in there. There's tuna. See it coming off?
Yeah. No.
I'm gonna have to take
I'm not
this thing
looking.
off, guys.
It's hard for me not to stare right at it. So
At its beauty.
Yeah.
I might have to take this thing off. My wife recommended me using eyelash glue,
yeah.
and it just ain't working, man. I wanted to use double-sided tape.
Yeah. This side's falling.
Yeah, you see that. But I mean, if my mustache is falling off, it's no different than all the girls with their eyelashes falling off. I mean, you know what I mean? So somebody recommended super glue. I don't know.
No.
If y'all guys that wear fake mustaches daily, shoot me a message on what to actually use.
Well, there's got to be some kind of glue for hair, right?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, for toupee deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
I don't know.
I
Just
think
like-
it's like the sweat. You know what I mean? Like I saw you walking up the stairs and I was like, oh shit. You know,
Yeah,
I had butterflies where I never even felt butterflies before, man. So
it happens a lot.
right. Yeah, man. So I've been checking out these backpacks and there's tuna and juice and a water bottle and stuff and trash bags. And I was like, man, what the heck could they possibly use?
Trash bags.
Yeah, they don't care about the trash.
Rain
Like a
poncho
oh yeah. Or drugs.
could be. Yeah.
But typically these backpacks are on the side of the fence.
hmm
Like if they were ditching the backpack to begin with, I was like, man, why wouldn't they just throw the backpack over and then jump the fence?
Yeah.
But the bag is right at the fence. Unless they were leaving it for somebody. Like, hey, whoever's behind me,
staging it for
yeah,
somebody.
if you get hungry, here's my stuff. I've already made it.
Somebody picked them up.
Yeah.
I was hunting in Carrizo Springs, same thing.
Mhm.
Backpacks, found backpacks. There it goes.
It's off.
It's gone.
Dang it. Now everybody knows who I am. I was just kidding, guys.
Oh man,
I was just kidding.
Graham's here.
I made it. Everybody, Theo's gone. He couldn't make the rest of the show. Go, keep on going. You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Let me bring you in.
All
first.
right, all right.
I got a hell of a show, guys. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everybody, of course. Like I said in the beginning, if you're just tuning in, we're giving away a prize pack. It's mixed up with some salty head jig heads, coastal brew baits, an RNK cap, and an RNK shirt. That one's going to go to the first person, not the first person, to the person that puts in the comments their theme of Cinco de Mayo, whether it be Cinco del Drinko. I guess we could put the fourth on there.
Yeah.
Let the fourth be with you.
I've
people do
seen
that.
I've seen
Yeah.
that. I saw that just
Yeah.
the other day.
Star
Yeah.
Wars.
There you go.
Star
Yeah.
Wars things. I've never even seen a single Star Wars.
Oh,
I mean, I know who Luke Skywalker is, and
so I'm going to date myself a little bit, but man, I remember seeing them in the movie theater.
oh really?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
the
wow.
first one.
The Thunderbird, was that at the Thunderbird Theater?
Nah, it was in
The-
it was in Victoria. I don't even know
I'm
where
just
the
kidding.
it was in
That was the
Victoria.
drive-through,
I love it.
drive-in theater we had here in Corpus.
So
I think it was called Thunderbird.
there was a
Thunderbird or Legs, one of the two.
yeah. This was in a normal movie theater. We had them back then, but
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
I got none other, guys. Put it in there. Cinco del Ficho. That's
There
a
you-
good one. Rob
hey.
Bozan, you get the idea. Something
like
like
it.
that. We'll I'll try to remember to put it in there every 15 minutes. But we're gonna send you the person that gets the most likes out of those May themes, we'll call it. May themes.
There you go.
Right? I got none other, guys. The Captain Richard Thompson in the house today. Thank you so much for coming
Oh.
on in, man.
Man, it's a pleasure.
Right?
I've been,
This is like an accomplishment
I know.
of its own.
Hey, it's one of my pinnacles.
Because you stay busy.
I know it. I know it. I know. It's really wild how quick things started growing here in the Corpus area for me.
Hmm.
So my weekends are booked up.
Oh,
man,
really?
just every weekend. So even getting out on a Sunday was, this was my day off.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to it. But man, I'm happy to be here with you, bud.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
excited.
All right.
We're gonna get this show kicked off. If y'all are just tuning in, right? Remember the Cinco del Drinko themes for May, right? Put them into the comments. Person that gets the most likes will get a prize pack from RNK Coastal Outfitters, right? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, Ram, I grew up in Victoria, Texas. Kind of that's where my fishing, the beginning of my fishing career, pretty much. My dad would drop me off at the pier there in Port Lavaca. I really am not exaggerating. I think I was 8 years old, and he would leave me and my friend there overnight.
Oh wow.
He would literally drive back to Victoria, and we'd stay out there fishing all night long.
Oh wow.
And come pick us up in the morning. Sometimes he slept in the car or whatever. And that's really how we how I started fishing. I just fell in love with it. Spec rigs under the lights.
Yeah.
We would catch some great fish over there, redfish, black drum, trout, obviously the trout, that was kind of what we went after. But, so that's kind of how I got hooked. Guy introduced me to it and said, hey, let's go to the pier and fish. And I was with one of my friends and his dad. And my dad's a golfer. Like, he doesn't fish.
Oh, really? At all?
He did not fish. My brother didn't fish. And I got hooked. Like, I think I caught maybe a 20-inch trout. And
so who wanted to go fishing at the pier?
No.
Like how did
what happened was I got invited by one of my friends. I had to go with them, and they fished all night long, and it was it. So
that's it.
That was it.
Oh, yeah, man.
So from there, a little bit about myself. Victoria area. Graduated from Victoria High School. Eventually ended up moving to Galveston, Texas. That's when I, really started doing more of my guiding out of Galveston, more upper Galveston Bay, way different from down here.
Right.
More, deep water, bigger, dirty. Yeah. Oh my gosh. These guys down here, when they see dirty water, they don't know dirty water.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets dirty.
All that water up there is like reddish dirty.
Oh, it gets bad.
Right.
It gets bad, but
but they got good redfish.
It cleans up. So I've learned how to navigate that water when it's dirty. There's always protected water, better water hitting the shorelines that are protected. But cool ways to fish up there. We fish the San Jacinto River, Trinity River.
Brazos.
Brazos is another one.
Brazos is the dirty one, right?
I didn't fish the Brazos as much. I was more upper Galveston Bay. Baytown area is where I really, East Bay, West Bay. We did the Chocolate Bio thing. Sabine, man, I used to go over there every once in a while. I haven't done a whole lot other than tournament fishing.
There's a lot of good redfish in Sabine.
Yeah,
but you throw a tournament that way, everybody's going to Sabine.
Oh yeah, and that's what we had to. Yeah. That was it. So moved to Galveston, got into the professional redfish tournament, HT Academy series that turned into the elite series. I fished the Rudy Pro circuit for a while. At that time, I was also guiding, but I was passing up trips to go donate money to these professional redfish guys, and finally decided that it's time for us to stop doing that. But moved from Galveston to back to Victoria area, guided a little bit out of Port O'Connor for a couple of years, and then here about 4 years ago came to Corpus Christi.
So you don't do no tournaments at all no more?
I do, but mainly with my wife. And she's a stick.
Crystal Thompson.
Crystal Thompson.
Shout out to Crystal Thompson.
There you go.
Because she's obviously the backbone.
Oh, she's the brains
of this
coastal R&K Coastal Outfitter.
She's the K.
She's the K. That's right. Yep. So, just we're talking about it. We're talking about getting back into it. She's at church, believe it or not. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah. I was gonna say, man, I would have thought she'd be up here.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna bring the crew by here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm positive.
We might have like our own gospel.
We might have to bring her in here in a minute. But
we might have to hide all this beer when she gets here.
But if we bring her in here, show's over between me and you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna take over.
She wanted to. I've tried that before, man, where I bring in 3 people.
Yeah, it's tough.
And it's tough, dude. I'd rather be connected to the guest, right?
Yeah.
Crystal and I have talked about getting like a show amongst ourselves.
Oh man,
I feel like that's more. So it wouldn't be too rushed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I want to know, obviously, her side of the industry.
Yeah.
Everybody has their different opinions. Of course, I have mine. That's the only one that really matters. Yeah. On this show, right? But yeah, man.
Now Crystal would be good at that.
Oh yeah.
She does have she's been fishing, for years with her dad, but here over the last 5 years,
man, I'm gonna have to stop you real quick.
Go ahead.
I got a good one on
Okay, let's go.
Cinco de Mayo. That's a good one, dude. Man.
How long you gonna let that go on before you pass up out?
I don't. Well, yeah, I can see the thumbs up. We're gonna do. We'll go up to the 30-minute mark.
All right.
We're at 19. Now we're at 20. We'll go up to the 30-minute mark, and then we'll give this thing away.
All right.
That's a good idea, right?
Yeah, we still got another.
Oh yeah, we got another prize pack waiting to get
there you go.
sent out, guys. So invite your family members. I know everybody's at the house right now waiting for that brisket or those weenies to get out of the pellet grill. So just tell them to jump on, hit that join button on Spool Life Live here on Facebook, and tell them to like your post. Right?
Yeah.
Piece of
Jump
cake.
on it, man.
Yeah, piece of cake, man.
Yeah.
Man, so oil field.
Yeah. Yeah. So
You're not just in the water field.
no,
You're also in the oil.
no. I've been for almost 40 years. I've been in the oil and gas industry, downstream and midstream.
Okay.
So it's more of a service company type. That's what's kind of bounced me around to the different ports, like Galveston, back to Victoria, back to Corpus Christi. So we opened up another facility here in the Corpus area. That's what it's got me here permanent.
Okay.
And then obviously Miss Crystal Thompson.
Right.
That's
she does the same thing.
She works with me.
Okay.
Yeah, we're it's a believe it or not, people they ask me all the time, how do we not kill each other? But she's my best friend. So,
that's love, bro. Shout out to love.
Yeah.
It ain't Valentine's Day, but hey, guess what?
There you go.
This is worth drinking.
There you go. There you go. Not afraid to say it. But
no, that's for sure.
I better drink today.
Yeah, she's gonna be all pissed off when she gets up here. Man, so y'all are partners on the water? Y'all are partners on the field?
Yep.
That's like what would you call that? That's like
it's a lot of time together.
It's a full-blown partnership right there, dude.
It's a lot of time together,
because I want to go fishing just to get away. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like that's my time. My wife would probably never go fishing anyways, but like I'm by myself, and then you're like, hey,
come on.
If I say I gotta go fishing, she's coming with.
She's standing there with the rod in her hand.
If I tell her, hey, guess what? I gotta wake up early for work. Guess what? She's going too.
No, we separate. We separate. Yeah. So, but on the fishing side of things, she's going to be there. If I'm not running a trip, and a lot of times she'll come with us. Just depends on how many, if it's a wading trip versus a boat trip.
Okay.
I'm trying to I'm new to this area. When I say new, 4 years, it took me years to build my clientele up in Port and POC and the Galveston for strictly wade fishing artificial, but that's my preference. That's what I'm going to eventually get to here.
Right. Why fish? Why guiding? Like you're in the oil field, you're making great money.
It wasn't about the money. I don't really, my next door neighbor when I lived in Galveston, or I say Galveston, at that time I was in Crosby, Texas. My next door neighbor lived across the street from me. I worked in the oil and gas. I was in sales, had plenty of time off and on, during the day. We'd pop out in the afternoon, go fishing. Got to know him real well, and he was a guide. He was a full-time guide, and he kept telling me, all right, Richard, you need to start doing this. Man, look at this money I'm making. Look at this extra money. I just made this much on the weekend. Yeah, on the weekend. And this was back, almost 15 years ago, right? So it just it kind of developed into that. He talked me into getting my license, and then he started giving me his rollovers. So that's pretty much how it worked.
Yeah. So y'all became like a alliance.
Yep. God rest his soul. He passed away last year. His name was Ted Clout. So
Ted Clout?
Yeah.
Here's the Ted Clout.
Oh yeah. Here's the Ted.
Man, sometimes it works out like that.
Yeah.
And you're fortunate that it worked out like that, because sometimes these guides, they don't even want you out there.
That is something, people don't know me over here as much as, because I didn't grow up here. But I've been fishing these waters my whole life.
Right.
We'd travel down, fish baff, and all the tournaments. I mean, we scouted for weeks on end to fish, in this area. But, I've been welcomed pretty much, I haven't had any major problems.
We have
But-
the Islander Anglers
There you go. Yeah.
put a comment out there.
What did he say?
Guided trip giveaway.
Oh, man. Like it. Hey, you know what? I'm good. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right, guided trip giveaway, guys.
I'm good for it.
Y'all heard it here first. We're giving away a guided trip giveaway. And should we include that in the second prize pack?
Let's do it.
Guess what? You're going to get a prize pack and a guided trip giveaway.
And we're going to have to use the lead heads on the guided trip, though. You got to bring these with you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till they show up, and then you'll just give them that.
There you go.
Right? Let's show them the caps real quick. I want to show them that.
This one?
Yeah, all of them.
All right. So we've got the salty head. These are the lures we were just talking about. So that's the women's salty head hat, and then an R&K hat.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Crystal Thompson design there.
I like that.
I'm not sure about the colors, but
yeah, it's more like you're going to the Trade Center.
I said it looked like a little league baseball team.
Oh, yeah. That's one too. Like the Sandlot.
A lot of people like it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The trip that we're giving away is for how many people? Because, dude,
let's do 3 people.
These guys on here will show up with 15 people. You know what I mean?
Let's do 3 people.
Okay.
And I will do boat or wade fishing.
Okay.
You got to buy your bait if you want to do bait.
Okay.
Boat fishing.
I'm going to let you hash out the details.
There you go.
Whoever wins, contact Mr. Captain Richard Thompson, and he'll set you up with what you need to, with dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, these guys, man, see, I'm telling you, man, Cinco de Mayo,
that's
it. Brings in all the good questions.
Right? Hey, I like it. I'm glad they're asking.
Let's drink to that. Free guided trip.
Hey, just an FYI.
On the coast.
On the coast.
Corpus Coast.
Yeah, we'll from Upper to Baffin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we'll go.
Man, we're giving away a free Baffin trip.
We'll row. Well, yeah.
Dang, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Am I invited? Am I part of this trip?
You got to go.
Yeah.
That's why it's only 3 people.
Oh, yeah.
The 4.
I'm part of this guided trip. I'm ready to rock and roll. Fish with Captain Thompson and Spooled Life Live.
Oh, yeah, man. Hey, maybe we can do a little show.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Live.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're live. That day is going to be live with all capital L's. Man, so guide service. Now that we're in the did we finish what we were talking about?
Well, we were what got me into guiding. Just pretty much like I told you, Ted did, and it was more or less. I mean, because we were bouncing off each other on areas to fish before that. Ram, just because you have a guide name, on the back of your
say that
business card does not mean that I fish better than you or anything else. It means that we spend more time on the water,
right?
And obviously a lot of us that are guides have been doing it a long time, but
because you're on the water every week.
Oh yeah, we're on the water every week, 3 or 4 times a day.
This is apart from your real job.
Yeah,
not that guiding's not a real job, but you still have something else going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, that's amazing, dude.
Because
I always give heartburn to the guys that are guides with a lowercase g.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That want to just be a guide to post their credentials.
Yeah.
Or to change their name to captain.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean?
We got a lot of that now.
There's nothing against it, right?
No.
I mean, you can be whatever you want on Facebook nowadays, right?
You can be a guide.
I had a mustache this morning, right? I mean, you know what I mean? You could do whatever you want on Facebook nowadays. Yeah. But for the guide that is, I got to be real careful with what I say, because my 5K viewers will turn into like 2.5.
Couldn't happen
viewers.
real quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But this is Spool Life Live, and we do whatever the hell we want.
You do it.
Right? We don't do it for the viewers, right? We do it for the people that are watching. There you go. Right? That's a good one, right? Right now, right? I feel there's a big difference between guides that do it for the clout and guides that are actually guiding.
Yeah.
For
because I can promise
their
you,
livelihood.
I can promise you, it's different. It is different. There's a difference. You can see it immediately. When I get on the boat and I've got new fishermen, it is a tough day. I mean, you're casting the pole for them, you're baiting their hooks, you're dodging hooks all day long, and I've got a mid tower boat, and up and down the mid
Oh
tower,
yeah.
just all of it, it's a hard job. It really is. So full-time guides, man, I'm telling you,
You ever get
there's not.
frustrated with it?
Sometimes we have
Like
different.
I'm done, dude.
No,
With this.
no,
Not to
yeah,
that point.
well, yeah, I took some breaks,
Oh, really?
just mainly chasing redfish tournaments, and
Okay.
so I took some breaks, a couple years here and there, and then got back in it. And
Yeah.
I literally let my license expire over my 3 years. I had to go take the
Oh
damn
wow.
Coast Guard. Yeah, I had to go take that all over
Piece of
again.
cake.
No,
Oh, it's hard.
it's,
It's
well,
it's difficult.
yeah, it is.
Really?
Well, just the plotting, charting, and plotting stuff.
Okay.
It's they help you.
Have you ever had like a mishap on your trips where you had to save somebody's life?
I haven't, knock on wood. I have not. I had a young man have a seizure, but
Oh wow.
it was very mild. It wasn't, we just needed to come back in. I've been on a buddy trip where one of my buddies was having symptoms of a heart attack.
Oh shit.
It wasn't a guided trip. We got him back to the shore and literally ambulance.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but knock on wood, not yet. I mean, I've had a few hooks in people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Those are the good
common.
ones.
That's kind of common. It depends on where that hook went. Are we going to stay out here for a little bit longer? Or are we going in?
Or just cut
Uh,
the hook and leave
yeah,
it inside him.
I'm pretty good at getting hooks out,
Oh
but
really?
not the greatest.
That's so we might need to just change your name from
Yeah.
captain to doctor.
Yeah. But
Dr.
a
Thompson.
lot of times the hooks are in me.
Oh really? Oh, because you're just in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Or they're casting in
It's
the wrong
just,
direction.
it's just me walking around trying to do too much sometimes on the boat, and they're in the mid
Hell,
swing.
4 people. That's a lot of people.
It is.
I might not even want to go now,
Yeah, it's crazy.
depending on who wins.
I'm hoping whoever wants to go, we want to go wade fishing.
Oh yeah,
because it is wet wade season, guys.
let's just say it's a wade.
It is going to be a wading.
It's going to be a wade trip.
Let's do
say
that.
it right now.
All right, done.
Giveaway trip, wade trip. It's going to be a wade trip, guys.
Yeah.
All right. This is my trip. All right, and y'all are just coming with me. I'm just kidding.
No, I like that.
Right.
That's good. Yeah.
We're gonna get a whole bunch of content. Don't be afraid of the camera. We're gonna have the camera crew there. We're gonna have a good time. Karbach will be with us. Day one. I'm looking through I'm online. I'm like, man, dude, I want to go to fish in Corpus. I want to go fish in Baffin.
Yeah.
Everybody catches all these big fish in Baffin. I want to. And you're Captain Rich R&K. The heck? What is that R&K? Let me look through it. I hit that check it out button, and all these fish are being caught. I was like, dude, hey, babe, this seems like a good trip to go on. Family-friendly environment, right? Let's leave the kids at grandma's house, and let's go check it out over there in Corpus with Captain Thompson with R&K Coastal Outfitters, right?
Yeah.
I call you, and I'm like, hey, dude, guess what, man? I'm wanting to set up a trip. What's the first question you ask me?
I ask, how many?
Right.
How many people are we talking about? Boat, wade fishing, bait, artificial. Bait, artificial. I do ask them, well, personally here, I used to ask them all this. Now Crystal does all this for me. Yeah. Phone calls go straight to her. She books it. She does everything. She kind of sets my schedule. But I would ask them, their experience fishing.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I was getting at.
I was like, y'all are artificial? Are you bait? Croaker, shrimp? Depending on the time of the year. I'm a artificial guy.
Yeah,
and I will take you out throwing bait, but I am going to try to convert you the whole time you're on the boat.
So you're going to try to teach them something while you're out there.
Absolutely. That's my goal is to, and I get a bigger thrill out of watching someone catch their personal best on a lure than me catching it. I've caught a lot of big trout over time. So Crystal, matter of fact, here a couple weeks ago, got her personal best, trout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
How big was it?
it was about as long as she is.
Oh, really?
She's only 4'11", but
Uh-huh.
it was right at 28.5 inches.
That's
So
good
8,
trout.
but it was fat son of a gun. It was 8 pounds. It looked like a monster.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a nice fish, man. But yeah, I do. I get a big kick out of teaching people how to fish artificial.
And that my next question was, what sets you apart from the rest? Would it be that?
From your, yeah. Look, I'm not out, and got to be careful because there's guys out there that are making a living strictly full-time guides. It's a tough life. I know how hard they work.
Right.
I mean, if you're doing it day in, day night, day out, you can make a lot of money doing it.
Right.
But it is hard work, I promise you. But I think what sets me apart is that I'm out to enjoy teaching people how to step their game up to the next level. From, they've been popping cork and shrimp. I'm trying to get them to learn how to throw soft plastics or top waters. Catch a fish on a top water. I get a thrill. This guy's never caught a fish on a top water. He's only thrown popping corks and shrimp, or on the bottom, cut bait. And you watch him, catch a 20-inch trout, just coming up and smashing that top water that I taught him how to throw it.
Oh, yeah.
I get a thrill out of that.
Right.
And so I really work on that. I think that I'm not just going out and trying to get paid, I guess is where I was going with that. I do expect to get paid, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
just let y'all know that. But because it's expensive.
For sure.
But that we've got a lodge there on
really?
on Laguna Shores.
Okay.
It's kind of all inclusive. Come in, we take you out fishing, put you up, feed you. You bring your own drinks, but we might be able to get a deal with Karbach.
Oh, I guarantee.
Stash it in the fridge there for you.
So is this trip all inclusive?
Oh yeah, heck yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So
well, I haven't checked with Miss Crystal yet, but
she's gonna shoot it down.
no, it's in. I got a little say so.
Okay,
Just a little bit.
So the guys whoever wins this trip,
yeah,
if you're from out of town,
yeah,
you get to stay at the lodge.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh man, dude, you see?
Then all I'm asking is to promote us.
Oh there. Yeah, for sure.
After the trip, you just give us a big thumbs up.
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
All right.
Full review.
Heck yeah, man.
Here's to the R&K Outfitters. Right. I don't think we've had a guy do that in the show before.
Well,
there's so much in the fishing industry. There's so much, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I'm going to, because I'm already on my second Karbach, and you already know how.
Man, I got to catch up.
Hey, the mustaches are off the show, man. You know what I mean? There's so much of like this.
Yeah.
And there's none of this.
Right? That's right.
Right.
So, one thing
I think that's what sets you apart. I'm saying it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing.
Yeah.
That there's that still out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because most of these guys you cruise into Roy's, right? Let's just say you have no idea what the heck you're doing, and you've seen Ram Garcia's post about Roy's every day. You know what I mean? And you're like, dude, I want to go check that out. And I have no idea what I'm doing. Right. And you walk in and there's some guides here, and you try to ask them a question and they just don't budge. Or you ask them a question, oh, here's my card, man. Let's set up a trip and let me help you once we're on the water. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
Or I've heard from guides that I have on the show that they don't even let other guides.
I don't know what this is flying around me.
I haven't even seen anything, man. You're already on your first Karbach. I'm just. I think it's a gnat or something.
Yeah.
He's enjoying the show too. He's all excited about this trip we're doing. He wants to stick around and win.
All right.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're right though. It's that what sets me apart is I think that we we just give that full service. You know,
Yeah.
and a lot of people they're coming in, and I'm not trying to say I'm better because there's some great guides out there, and
Right.
like hey, it's nothing worse than coming back to the dock and you only got a little small box of fish, and then the next guy over, has got it. But it's any given day for these guys.
Right.
It don't matter if you've been guiding forever, you're going to have
Yeah.
those days. But we try hard.
What are we
Come on.
doing when we catch these trout?
I do a lot of catch and release.
Oh, you do?
Here
lately, or
I have always
Oh, really?
been that way. There's only be honest with you, what got me releasing fish is I fished the San Jacinto River for a long time,
Mhm.
and it is lined up with chemical plants.
Oh,
And we, there was the mercury content
Yeah.
up in there real bad. We would release all the fish, but obviously, the freeze, and just so many people, so much pressure on
you
the
think
water.
the freeze was a big deal?
I think it's more pressure. I think there's been so much pressure. Yes, it was. It killed a lot of fish, but we've had them. We had them in '89. I think even before that, '87. I think '87 there was a freeze. '89, and there was really big time freezes in the Galveston
Do
area.
you think freeze day killed more fish than go fish for free day? You know, that day that you don't even
Yeah.
got to have a license to go fish. What do you think's worse?
Man, I don't think people realize how many fish get brought to a cleaning table every single day.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
especially on free fish day.
yes, and it could have been. I bet you it was
Equal?
I bet you it was equal.
Right?
Yeah, because nobody was out fishing except
Oh
me.
yeah, dude. In the elements,
I-
once the elements get
I
here,
was out there,
it's
and
only you all out there.
we were in the Legends in Port O'Connor,
Yeah.
and I was in waist deep water when that sun gun was blowing in,
See,
25 degrees.
I always say that it's not the media influencer.
Yeah.
Like yourself.
Yeah.
Most of the guys on Legends, those are the dudes. Well, I take it back, right? Some are behind the catch and release, and some are not.
Yeah.
Because it is their livelihood, right? You
Yep.
bring down the limit to 3. Ain't nobody want to go on a trip just to catch 3 fish anymore.
We're catching a lot more than 3 fish. That's the deal. People think that we quit fishing.
Mhm.
We keep fishing. We just changed our target. We start going after redfish. We go after
Yeah.
black drum. I just got through writing. I write for Texas Fish and Game magazine.
Okay.
And just got done with an article. The way they space us out is I write my August and September articles now. I just had to turn them in. So we're 2 months out. So it's really not a fishing report, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we talked about is the new trout regs and targeting. I mean, black drum, it's a fun fish to catch. It really is. It's not majestic like a trout, but
Right.
it puts up a good fight. We've already caught our trout. Let's go after something different.
Yeah. I feel like if you're guide fishing and you got to transition to drum and then you got to transition to redfish,
Yeah,
you're not really trout fishing.
you're not.
Right.
No, you're not.
Like, what do you want to do? You want to catch some good trout?
That's right.
Or do you just want to go fishing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you want to go trout fishing, we might not catch nothing all day long. Good trout fishing, right?
I've been there. Yeah.
You know, so that goes back to the question: what's the first question when the phone rings? My first question would be, like you said earlier, what's your experience level?
Yeah.
And what do you want to do? Right.
Yeah.
What can you do? You know what I mean? Which some
So
people might take, dude, this guy's just being too now, you know?
Yeah, typically I wait until I'll talk to them the day before. Say, hey guys, what do you got? These are some of the options I have. It really is more about what I've got, what kind of fish I'm on. And here's the options.
Right.
You want to go chase trout? We're catching a bunch of trout, big numbers. Or are we going to go chase redfish? I know where they're at,
Man, I really wish that mustache would have worked.
I know it did. I should have toted one.
I guarantee you the next time I wear that thing, I ain't going to be able to get it off.
I needed to buy a gray one.
Oh, but you could grow a good one.
Oh, I have.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like a good one that looks like that?
It's like that.
Oh, what?
Crystal made me take it off. No, I'm not doing it.
I can't grow a good
I don't even know what this is, but she lets me wear this.
Oh, yeah. See, my wife gets all pissed off if I grow something like this thing that I was growing for today.
Oh yeah.
This is just 30 minutes worth of growth. I'm just kidding. This is about 3 weeks worth of growth right here. Uh, I try to grow it for the show. Guys, if y'all are just tuning in, right? I already forgot. We're already at 44 minutes.
Oh wow.
If y'all are just tuning in, I'm gonna give y'all.
You gotta give away one of these.
Yeah.
How are you doing that?
Well, one of those is for the Cinco de Mayo theme, right?
Yep.
And then the rest, the other one, is going to be going to the people that go fishing with you and I.
There you go.
Right?
Yep.
So I'm going to scroll through these comments here. May the fish be with you has 3. Theo de Mayo has 3, my favorite.
I like that one so far.
And it's a competition between
them two,
Austin Matthews and Ernest Abrego. And it was Ernest Abrego's birthday.
Oh, man.
May the fish be with you or Theo de Mayo? Oh, Theo de Mayo just got 4. Theo de Mayo just got 4. May the fish be with you has 3. Ernest Abrego is the winner.
There you go. All right. All right. That's Ernest?
Ernest Abrego.
All right. Got you some.
He's local, so we'll just.
Watermelon red, Coastal Brew.
Let's see that stuff. Let's see what we got here.
There you go.
We got some Coastal Brew baits, right? What I want you to do is take one of those jig heads and hook it. Yeah. How would we hook this bait with a salty head jig head? This is the Coastal Brew Bait Co. premium saltwater lure that everybody has been after.
It is a nuke juice, is what that's called, and it's really wild. So,
of course, my preference is a down south lure.
You know, hey, I use down south. Mike is a good friend of mine.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah, down south is one of my go-to baits for sure.
Show them what you're doing.
Here we go. So just obviously right through the nose, and we come back down on the top side. You'll see I want that hook to come out on their back, not the belly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I didn't do a real good job of that one.
Well, you've had one Karbach, so
no,
it's expendable.
But I like your baits. A lot of people like your bait doesn't travel like this. When you're pulling it back to and you're reeling your fish in, your bait's coming to you like this.
Right.
And so a lot of people like to go through the belly, but the way I look at it, your bait's upside down that way.
Mm-hmm.
So your belly's here. Fish ain't swimming like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I argue with Crystal about it all the time.
Yeah.
She thinks that's why they put the slit on the down south on the belly.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not. It's to screw it in and then flip it around and then flip it back up the top.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, this one's got 2.
It's got 2 of them.
It doesn't have a slit. It has more of a indention.
It does. It's not quite like. Now I'm going to tell you, and a big shout out to Mike with Down South Lures. That new lure he's got, the Big Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Is one of my go-to baits now.
Yeah, we're going to get some of those to give away here on the show. It's in the works.
And I'll tell you, if I didn't love them so much, I would have brought some. But those are mine.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
I need to hit Mike up.
We've been seeing a lot of posts on. He has his own jig heads now, as well.
Those are good. I think
a lot of the lure companies are going to that.
Right? He puts out that I do like those. He's pig stickers. They're good.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. A lot of these tournament teams, man, are just down south.
Yep.
Right. If tournament winning teams, down south.
I
won this tournament down south.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
They're good baits.
Yeah.
I mean, Chad's been throwing them for years, and you've seen his results over the years. Obviously, Mike. Boy, Mike stepped it up, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's been doing really good.
Yeah.
He was real strong in the Legends.
Yeah.
We went and played around in the Mansfield Legends.
Oh, really?
So I can't compete with them boys full time.
Yeah. I think those tournaments, man, and this is just the Ram Garcia opinion, which matters, right? I'm just kidding. I think those localized tournaments.
Yeah.
Like the series events, where guess what? You're going to go to Port O'Connor.
And
guess what? You're going to go to Port Lavaca.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're going to go to South Padre. A lot of those guys aren't competitors, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, they are, right? Because they're competing that day.
They
right?
know how to fish. You never
But
know.
you won't see them travel.
No.
You won't see them go to Florida or Port Lavaca
Yeah.
or Port O'Connor or
Yeah.
guess what? It's coming to Robstown.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I want to fish that. I know
I'll go.
exactly where to go. I'm
Yeah.
going to go fish behind the HEB.
There you go.
Right in where the water discharge is at, right?
You know, I know that Mansfield had a lot of locals.
Oh,
jump in
yeah.
it. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they jumped in it.
So once you get okay, well now we're doing it in Victoria.
Yeah.
No, my mustache ain't right for that.
Oh yeah.
You know, so then you get it's a total different roster.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You know but you look at these teams of the years, Cody Barton and
Yeah.
those boys, man, and then Colton. They're just
yeah.
kids, unbelievable, man.
Those who don't know Colton's behind the Coastal Brew Bait
That's right.
Company.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of down south wins off the Colton group too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right. He's been catching some phenomenal trout off the Coastal
Hey.
Brew Bait.
Well, Colton was a down south guy before he started making his own bait. So
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure
I
he
don't know
still
that
is
whole deal. Oh yeah.
a down south guy.
Look.
There shouldn't be. I've said this before. Obviously, we all know that I'm real into I'm a team-based angler.
Yeah. Right.
I'm part of some of the best teams in the industry, but I've got asked this question, and I'll never forget it. It's always in my head. Yes, you could be part of this team. That's the way I was told. Yes, you could be part of this team. We want you to be part of this team. But when we go to your tackle box, which who in the heck even uses tackle box anymore? But still, when we go to your tackle box, we want to see nothing but our brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not a tournament angler if you do that.
You can't do that. And look, I can for instance, me and Mike fish in the same tournament.
Yeah.
Well, I've fished tournaments with Mike. Yeah, up in the Galveston area. Me and Mike were it was a Rojo, matter of fact. And we're fishing the same area. Well, he's fishing right next to me. He's throwing it down south, and I'm throwing a bait that I've been smoking them with. You know, it was a little John. You know,
Okay.
and man, he kept saying, "You want to throw this?" I'm like, "No, I'm not changing over.
Yeah.
Man. Do you want one of these?" He's like, "No, I'm sticking with it." You know, but even Mike will throw other baits.
Oh yeah.
And it's not a knock against anybody.
It's about being a versatile angler.
That's right.
I feel
Right. It's different.
if you're going to be a
Different
tournament
actions.
angler, you cannot be
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
full blown one baiter
That's right.
tournament angler.
And I'm not. I use all different styles. One of my favorite baits is a Victoria's Secret, and it's the pink and it's got a little brown white tail.
Mhm.
And I love it in the wintertime.
This bait with that jig head, how would you fish that?
I'm personally letting it. I'm bouncing it twice, and with a long pull, just bounce.
Man, you're the
pull
second
up.
person that just told me that.
And then when I do that, when I pull up, it drops while I'm reeling down. So it's a dark bait, and then you're pulling it up, and then while I'm reeling, I let my rod tip down. When I start reeling, it's already kind of went back down to the bottom, and then it comes up a little bit, and then we pop it again.
I got you.
Try to stay in that. It depends on what type depth water we're sufficient as well.
What is your thought process when fish aren't biting? Our customers just can't get the connection, but fish are there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You might be catching fish. But you got just some customer that's like, dude, I know I have to twitch it. I know I have to let it fall.
It happens every trip.
What are you doing? What's
I start focusing a little bit more on that one person.
Are you an on the boat guy, or I'm going to be in the water?
I'll be in the water with them.
Okay.
Right next to them. On the boat, I'm right next to the person that's struggling. Trying to get them, within the rhythm. I mean, it could be the lead head. I didn't pay attention. I might have an 1/8 ounce instead of a 1/16 ounce on there. Just checking all that. But man, the one, like you said, when the fish aren't biting, I know they're there. It happened to me yesterday. I was in between major and minor, and the fish were just not going to bite. I told the guys, I said, look, we're going to be struggling for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It'll come back on once that minor hits.
Right.
So, and we did. We wetted it out, caught the fish.
Is there some
So,
people that just cannot get it?
they don't understand. No, yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And they're frustrated. And a lot of times it's the person paying. That's
Oh, really? That's bad, man. Right?
the wife will be out there and just whipping his butt, and it happens.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Man, I feel that I would get super. I mean, I don't know. I might be a guide already.
you are.
I might.
I'm telling you, it's
Right.
it's a different. Look, everybody that fishes thinks they can be a guide. It's all about, do you really want to be a guide?
Right.
And I'm telling you, I passed out around 7 o'clock last night.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
Just letting y'all know that. So it's but
Because you got to be ready to go
then it's
the morning up.
It really and truly, not everybody can be a guide. You might be able to go out and catch fish for yourself, but my goal is to show people how to catch fish.
Yeah.
And it's different.
There was we've reached the part of the show that I like to call current events. Right?
Yeah.
I know it's special. That's a special name that I created myself.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Right. There's a post going around that a guide was anchored in the jetty somewhere, and he had to go do the restroom.
Right.
And he turned away, right? He turned away from the people that were fishing the jetty. I think it was a jetty. I don't know. I'm not going to mention no names, and I'd prefer y'all not to mention no names either, right?
And this was a guide that was doing
Yeah, this was a guide that was when there was people fishing off the jetty.
Right.
The guide went and parked in front of them.
Fishing,
but
needed to
with his trip.
Need to use the restroom.
Needed to use the restroom. Turned away from the group at the rocks.
Wow.
And peed.
Yeah.
Right.
No way. Somebody called in on him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's all over Facebook right now. Is that bad?
I mean, unless he was sitting there right in front of them.
Like, what's the bad part here?
There's not. I don't think it's not illegal if he's not.
No, it's not.
I mean, my opinion, if he's faced away, what do you do? I'm not going to pee on myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, I agree. I agree on the pee part.
Yeah.
I think it was more, I'm frustrated that you're in front of me part.
Yeah.
And now.
I guarantee you that's what it was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Who has the right of way here? The boat guy or the jetty guy?
So I'm probably guilty a little bit of people walking in off the beach, off kayakers, because I have the advantage of having a boat.
Right.
Right. And knowing where they're going to be going, but I've been catching fish in that area. I can beat them to it.
Oh, yeah.
And I sat down on them, and, I know that they were walking to it or they were paddling to it.
Yeah.
I would say that it's a tough one, man.
Dude,
I don't know.
What would you do?
I would pee off the boat and I'd fish right there.
This is the Captain Richard Thompson show. What are you doing next?
Did I mess that up?
No, you're good.
No, I'm going to tell you right now, if I was on fish on the jetties and I had a boat, our customers out there, I'd go right to where those fish were at.
Okay.
So I'd go.
You got the right of way in your head.
No.
And that might be the law, too.
No.
I think the bigger vessel has the right of way.
They do. But
these dudes are on land.
No. Now, I mean, I think that the problem is those guys are casting out. I'm trying to cast right there next to the shoreline.
Yeah, y'all are casting at each other.
So we're really not fishing in the same areas. Maybe move down a little bit, not right where somebody's fishing. I would probably give them the right of way. But I would still be in that area.
Back in the day, we used to fish off Clem's Pier.
Yeah.
When the drum run would go through there. And we'd get pissed off at the barges going through there.
Oh, man.
And that wasn't even nobody's fault. Like, that's what they do. You know what I mean? And we get pissed off at it. So we'd try to hit the barge with some spider weights. right?
Yeah.
We even took it as far as I'm not even going to put bait on this thing.
You're
now.
just gonna slam
I'm
it
just
till
going
you
to
get.
try to hit it, and then some of us would hit the boat, or some of us would land on the boat, and then it would just bust all our line off. But we
Yeah.
would just get so happy, like we won.
Just because it made a loud noise.
Like we won that battle, right? He just took
It
our
spooled all your.
$3 spider weight, Man,
Yeah.
so who's at fault here?
Um,
Nobody?
I don't think it should be anybody at fault.
Right.
Now I'd say if he pulled right up on top of them and took their fishing spot while they were already established, that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
But
But it's okay to do.
but if he was, yeah, well,
Because
I mean,
nobody owns the
it
water.
depends. Yeah, it just depends on who you are, man. If I'm the guy on the bank, I would think it was a pretty crap thing to do.
Oh, it's definitely bad.
Especially because you got a freaking jetty full of pretty much the same,
More
you know.
the
But I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I would have to say if he pulled right up on top of a guy fishing off the bank, it's the wrong thing to do.
But it's not
It's not illegal,
you're right. Yeah, there you go.
but it's not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done it.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have.
Then go pee.
That's why he got called in on.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
Man, I've been fishing where these boaters just fly over me.
It's scary.
And I got
out
my
there.
cameras rolling.
This past weekend.
And I got TX numbers.
Yeah.
And I called it in and nothing happened.
It was rough this weekend. Saturday we had 3 or 4 tournaments, good sized tournaments, and I'm literally, and everybody talks about it. 50 yards away from the bank, a boat went, and I'm drifting towards the bank, and the boat went in between me and the bank, and that's where the redfish were. He drove right over the top of them. Is.
Do you think it's purpose?
No, this guy just didn't know.
He just did it.
Absolutely bought a boat, doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't realize. He probably didn't realize he was running in a foot of water.
Yeah.
So
I see a lot of that happen with the airboats.
ooh, that's a whole different subject.
Right. It's almost like
Either
those
you love 'em
airboats
or you hate
want
'em.
to go on the shoreline.
They do. And
Do they have to go on the shoreline?
it's a hell of a lot easier ride for
Is
you
it?
next to the
Okay.
shoreline. It is. Shallower the water, the better the boat ride.
Yeah.
They're plus you get out in rough water on an airboat, them things sink like a rock.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
you think about it. It's an aluminum boat with a big old motor on the back of it. It gets full of water, it's going down.
That's true.
So they don't like to drive across deep water.
Yeah. So they'd rather it's beneficial for them to go all the way around the bay system.
Yeah. So
to get to the other
and then
side.
obviously it's on the shoreline.
I feel all the
Yeah.
I feel all the glue. I was like, what the heck did I on me?
There's been situations in the wintertime. You got duck hunters, and I mean, I got little Crystal out there up against the shoreline. We're going after big trout, and here, 9:00, 9:30, 10:00, the boats are coming. You can start hearing them winding up, man, and that's a lot in Port O'Connor. A little bit down there, by Cedars and whatnot, out of Rockport, but I try to get her away from the shoreline because she's so little, so that they can't see her.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because once you jump off the boat, if you've already got into your destination, your nav lights go off, or do you keep them on till sunlight?
I keep them on. Typically after my first wade, I leave my nav lights on until after my first wade.
Okay.
And if we're going to move,
but you don't have any lights on yourself.
We don't, man.
Right.
That might be something. It's a smart thing to have, especially in fog.
Right.
Had a good friend of mine he got hit this last year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Waiting?
He was in his boat. He was pulling out of the Mansfield Harbor, and I don't know if I'm telling the story 100% correct, but I know that he was kind of off the side of the right of way, the boat channel. I think and kind of just putting along because it was so foggy. Somebody got up, was coming, didn't see him till the last minute, and they had to bail off the boat.
Oh,
nobody was hurt, but I mean, it destroyed his boat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but it could have been real bad.
Oh, it's been real bad for a couple anglers over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know who's in the wrong. I mean, when you got to go, you got to go.
Nah. We get back to the jetties now.
Yeah. When
Hey,
you got to go pee, guess what, dude?
Nah, it's happening.
Yeah.
I do it every trip.
I'm not gonna face you, right?
No.
I'm not gonna. I know where you're at.
If I know they're going,
No, I've just burned your spot.
if I know they're
You know,
call,
I know
if,
you're there.
if they're calling in on me anyway, I might do it. I don't know.
Well, I don't. I don't think necessarily calling in
Yeah.
like to the officials,
Authorities. Yeah.
but I'm gonna create a post about it on
Oh,
Facebook.
They took pictures.
Oh, dude, they got video. And the weird thing is, the guide has already thrown his jab back too.
I'd have just left it alone.
Yeah.
It would have died.
Yeah.
Just don't even comment back
Yeah.
on it. Let them do whatever they want to and leave it alone, and
Yeah.
it would have went away.
I would have probably been like more. I stay away from everybody, anyways.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather stay away from everybody and because I get mad, man. You know what I mean?
I used to like this, idiot. What the heck are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
And nowadays I just look at him. The guy doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
I don't know if older age or what, man.
I've heard a story.
experience, but-
I've heard a story of you when you were younger. That no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, geez. Hey, I'm out, guys. Nice meeting you guys.
I heard a story of some trout anglers that were, for the most part, the rule that I've been in 100, 150 yards
Oh yeah,
if they're in a tournament.
it's the Legends is 100.
Mm.
So,
But you don't know, man. I mean, you don't know if the guy's in the tournament unless you know the dude.
most of us know in those tournaments,
Yeah.
but and hey, rules are the rules.
Yeah.
If I'm 100, I'm trying to win just as hard as you are, and
Yeah.
as long as I'm not, within 100 yards, we're good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I look at it. And you fished a redfish tournament.
So 100 yards. So when you say rules are the rules,
Yeah.
and you're creeping up on these guys, right? And you see them.
Oh, no,
They're already off the boat.
Not in the
and
boat.
They're going that way.
Not in the boat. I'm talking about when we're already in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't drive up on somebody within 100 yards.
Would you drive up on somebody 150 yards and anchor down?
Yeah.
Because waiting when you're in the Legends or any artificial showdown or any tournament for that matter, your wait is not 100 yards.
No,
when you jump, you might do a mile or two.
I'll tell you exactly what happened to me in the last Legends. We had we picked boat number 3. We were on 6-7 pound trout. We hauled ass over there, man, nobody in sight. I told one of my partners, Jake Willis, he's a guide out of Bluff Landing as well. I told him, man, I saw some good redfish over here, right up in this one area. It's about 150 yards away from where we want to start wading. You want to start here? And we did. Guess what happened to us?
What?
A boat came in and parked right on our spot and didn't leave until probably 2:00 and stayed within maybe 50 yards of their boat the whole day.
Yeah.
Oh, they finished day 1 in second place.
Oh, wow.
So, hey, we were out. We had to stay 100 yards away from them the whole time. So, that's
tough,
part of the game.
Yeah, that's true.
We had that choice to go right there. We didn't.
And there's a lot of crybabies out there. That'll just tattletale on you.
I think that's part of the reason I'm not so heavy into tournament fishing anymore.
Right. It's not like how it used to be.
Man, we had arguments and stuff like that, but we didn't have social media either.
Oh, yeah.
Not like it is now.
Oh, yeah. Now they'll blast you on Facebook and twist the story around.
They'll send a picture.
Yeah.
While the tournament's going on.
Yeah, their buddy will post a picture of his buddy just laid out on the floor that you just.
Yeah.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Hey, that was our conclusion.
Oh, heck.
Of current events.
All right. Good.
setting the standard. Let's go a little bit more. We're already an hour and 9 minutes. We need to figure out how in the hell we're going to give away this guided trip.
Yeah,
Because
that's on you, bub.
I have no idea how I'm going to. But we're going to figure it out. We got to give it away today.
All right.
What is some advice you would give on a guide that wants to be a guide?
That wants to be a guide.
Yeah. He wants to be a guide. He wants to be a full-time guide. What's some advice? If you could do it all over again, how would you do it?
Well, I probably wouldn't be a guide if I was going to try to start being a guide just from scratch.
Uh-huh.
I was lucky to be able to do what I did to get into the guiding service, having somebody to kind of be there for me, mentor me, give me trips. I mean, we didn't have social media as much. It was more of me just getting rollover trips.
Man, that thing likes you, man.
I don't know what that.
Did you put cologne on this morning?
No, I
I
didn't.
think that's what it's those pheromones.
It might
you
be.
got on.
That might be my sweating here. But well, I would say that, hey, it's doable. There's a lot of guys out there doing it. Some of these younger guys up and coming. We need the younger generation to come up and start doing it. I welcome it. I try to help as many people as I can. Like social media, they know way more than I do about it. You can start building you a customer base off of social media. It's key. You can watch Colton and those boys that, they went from in a 5-year span as one of the top guides in this area, right? So it's definitely doable. They put a lot of hours on the water, way more than me. So just be ready to put a lot of time on the water, be committed, understand you're not going to make a killing the first couple of years that you're doing it. It's going to be a struggle.
That's how successful you want to be, right?
It's going to be a struggle. Do I recommend doing it? I recommend having a part-time job while you're trying to do it.
Yeah,
because
like HEB
you're going to starve. It's just everything's so expensive. I run a Simmons.
Okay.
And I'll tell you, man.
Is Simmons better than Mamba?
Man, you are you're real, aren't you?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a boater.
It all depends on what kind of deal Mama can give me.
Right? If my wife sends me a text right now, she says, "You know what? You've been an amazing husband, and Father's Day is just around the corner, right?
Oh yeah,
right. We're skipping over Mother's Day, right? We're not, but let's just say we did. And you've just been an amazing father figure to our child.
I'm going to be honest with you. So I am very interested in that Mamba cat.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's a pretty boat, man. I've already talked to
They build them in the same place?
They build everything's out
Simmons
of Waypoint.
and Mamba are built in the same
Mambas
place?
are here in Corpus, Simmons and Kima.
Okay.
Yeah. So Eric Simmons builds the Simmons boat out of Kima, and then I'm not even sure the crew over there at Waypoint, but they build the Mamba, I believe, over there. Man, it's a good looking boat.
Not that Simmons is a bad boat.
Oh, you can't say that. It's definitely not a bad boat. Right.
Because before Mamba, everybody wanted to be in a Simmons.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing everybody is ditching their old boats and wanting to be in a Mamba. Tournament angler wise.
Well, I think that
because that's a tournament boat.
Oh yeah.
Or is it just your average?
So mine is.
I'm gonna cruise around the Selena statue boat.
So my Simmons is more of the it's the same hull as a Mayak Reaper. It's the RC24. Eric sold that to Mayak.
Okay.
It's not the fastest boat, but it's a redfish machine. I mean,
it's a luxury boat.
It's a luxury boat, but it runs skinny, gets you there pretty quick. Not as quick as all these Mambas and these newer tournament boats, but I'll be honest with you, I'm going after a Mamba. That's going to probably be my next boat.
Yeah. Why not jump into a race boat?
I don't want those boats. I don't need that.
When I say race boat, I mean like the cover coming over your head and
hey, I fished the tournament when they had one in it.
Yeah.
Freeze out. We were in the freeze out tournament, and this guy came in, twin engines, bubble top.
Ganem.
Gano, there
Yeah.
you go, man. Wild. I love it, man.
That's
Really good
that's
dude,
bad.
by the way.
Is he still the fastest boat now with the Mambas involved?
Well, Eric's got the twin motor. Eric Simmons has got the twin 450s, and that's the fastest boat.
On a Simmons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
Mamba's not faster than that.
Oh, really?
This boat's running 120 miles per hour.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty scary.
Right?
Yeah. Have you ever been 100 miles on
No.
miles per hour on a boat? Yeah.
No, dude, I have a 3 horsepower on my kayak.
Hey,
and I thought that was fast.
I did see a pretty cool deal. The leaf blower deal.
Oh, yeah.
Kayak.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
I think
That's what I got.
Well, it worked.
That was mine. That's my post.
No way.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know if it would. Oh, there's drill with a
yeah.
prop on the drill and stuff. I don't know how long that would last. But I run a Torpedo, 3 horsepower on my kayak. Is it fast? 7.5 miles an hour.
Moves you around.
Yeah, it's. I'm a big boy, right?
Yeah.
I'm every bit of 6'5".
That's moving.
I'm just kidding, right?
But-
I'm every bit of 6 foot,
Yeah, I'm 6'2".
right? I'm glad I didn't have to bust out the
Little stool.
Yeah, every now and then I'll have to get the stool out.
Yeah.
But man, that's if you're gonna be a tournament angler,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I compete in kayak tournaments, so I keep an eye out of what's coming into the scene. Okay, well now we're doing motors. Oh shit, okay. I better get a motor. Right?
It's legal?
Yeah, it's legal up
Okay.
to 3 horsepower on some tournaments. Some tournaments are like, hey, well, guess what? You got a tournament and you're not going to leave till 30 minutes. Right. Just to be fair.
You want to talk about, that being said, eventually there's these big tournaments like this are going to have a hard time getting insurance
Oh, yeah.
with these motors.
So they insure the anglers.
They insure the tournament and the anglers.
In case something
Some
happens, you
flip a
can't
boat.
come back and sue the tournament.
Somebody, yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's an insurance policy that they
wow.
have to have. You could only imagine, if something would happen.
yeah.
I don't care what kind of waiver you sign.
Right.
It's, you can sue.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
for sure.
promise you.
Yeah. Guess what? We're going
Yeah.
to small claims court.
Yeah. So
You know what I
these
mean?
guys are protecting themselves. So
Is that why all these tournaments change the names?
they might. I know that Pat Malone with Elite Redfish Series, he went down to smaller deck, lower deck fishing platform.
Oh, yeah.
And then
No towers.
the motor size had to be a 250, just like
Oh,
the
really?
Bass Series. Yeah. So it changed things.
Is there a difference between 250 and 300?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
There's a huge difference.
Speed wise, yeah.
Wow.
You're getting,
Because there's 400s now, right?
yeah, 450, 500,
500.
500.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got a 350 on mine.
You can't win enough tournaments to pay that
Think
shit
about
off.
that.
Can you?
No,
I mean, the dudes that fish Legends, I see them holding like $60,000, $100,000 checks.
they're making some money. If they're constantly in the winning, they're making some money. But I mean, their team of the year won a boat from Chris Marine. That's
what I'm
pretty
saying.
awesome.
Is it worth it? For some, it is, obviously.
So I don't know if you caught me saying that I used to donate a lot in the
Oh, yeah,
Redfish
I've caught it
series.
all.
Yeah.
I've caught it every single second today. I've caught it all.
I have definitely donated a lot. And when I said I took breaks, from
just to
guiding,
recoup that bank account.
I had to go back to guiding so I could go lose the money in the Redfish series. But
Yeah.
I've had some good sponsors over the years.
Oh, yeah.
And when you can get good sponsors and you have time off work, I mean, these winners are fishing 2 to 3 weeks in advance of these tournaments.
Yeah.
And they know where them fish are at.
Yeah, you got to know, man.
Yeah.
Especially in a tournament like that.
Yeah.
If you're going into a tournament like the Legends, I keep on saying Legends.
Yeah.
If you're going in any high valued tournament.
We can switch to the Redfish series now. I mean,
let's switch to the Redfish.
Yeah, Legends is, that's winter time.
Let's switch to the Elite Series. Since we mentioned Pat Malone, let's give him some credit.
That's a legit series, man. It is.
Greg,
Yeah.
Gary
Yeah.
Moreno.
Yeah.
Great
that's right.
guy, man.
Yeah.
He's almost like second best now because I think you're like the best guy
Oh,
I brought on. Right?
really? I'm there.
Yeah, you're there. You're up there.
And
Sorry, Gary.
I'm only on 2.
Oh, there you go. I'm already on my third one, so anything goes now. Right?
Mhm.
I feel like
Third.
if there is a limit of accessories, I guess you could call the motor, the boat,
Yeah.
accessories, because some people might just say, "Oh, dude, I can't afford a 400." Oh,
Well,
dude, Thompson's on the lineup. I'm not gonna fish that. Ain't no way I'm gonna win.
that's right.
You know, I
Hey,
don't even fish every day.
Yeah.
I'm just off that weekend, and I wanted to be on a tournament, but I see Thompson's on there. I'm not gonna fish anymore.
hey, and there's no doubt we try to find out who's fishing the tournament, but there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
You just got to go, man.
It's any given Sunday, dude.
Any given Sunday, you never know what's going to happen.
We fished a tournament. I say it all the time because I'm proud of it, guys. I'm proud, man. And I'm proud that it's Cinco de Mayo. Shout out to all the Cinco de Mayos
Heck yeah,
out there.
man. There we go.
I really wish my mustache would have worked.
It would have been good. And I should have wore a gray one.
Yeah. And I was going to buy you one.
Next year. How
next
about
year.
next year?
Next year, Cinco de Mayo,
Let's
we're
go.
having a part 2. We decided to fish the artificial showdown one year
Yeah.
as a kayak group.
That's some studs there,
Right?
bud.
You're going to see Watkins. You're going to see the Petericks. You're going to see the
Kobe.
yeah, you're going to see all of
Peyton.
them. Right?
Yeah.
You're going to see the Thompsons, right?
Yeah. They're
see
good.
the Thompsons there. And we fished it as a kayak. We were the only kayak team there. And I want to say we got second. It's
Oh.
already been a couple years.
Y'all took second.
Yeah, we took second, man.
Hell yeah.
What an amazing
That's, hey,
accomplishment.
I like it that they were allowed the kayakers and the boat fishermen to fish together.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing right now. We've
That-
had Billy McNeil on the show, so I can say whatever the heck I want. We asked if we could fish, and we were told, yeah, we'll take y'all's money.
Ha!
so, I mean, as an influencer,
Absolutely, man. I
Right?
love it, man.
as
That's
the
great.
as the influencer, we really didn't even expect to win.
Right.
We just wanted to be up against the boaters.
Yeah.
Right. There's only so many ways you could hold a redfish.
See how you can do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even if we got last place.
Yep.
Guess what? We're here. The artificial showdown. Some tournaments will just be like, no, bro.
Well, they could
Go
think
get you a boat.
they think it could be a disadvantage. So obviously it was a you can launch from anywhere tournament.
Yeah. It was a Roadrunner style
Yeah.
tournament. It wasn't a shotgun. I get the whole safety aspect of a shotgun tournament, right?
No, I think
And let's
I
just
think
put me.
that, I personally think that's the direction that these tournaments are going in.
Oh yeah.
They're going to get away from this. We're going to run 1,000,000 miles per hour to it.
Yeah.
Now, hey, I don't know, but I'm just telling you that eventually it's going to be too fast.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a huge liability.
Yeah.
And you can't even bring the fish in anymore.
Now that's a great. Chad did fantastic.
think
on
so?
that. Oh yeah. On the weighing the fish.
Yeah, video.
I mean that I can't. Could you imagine how many fish survived pre-fishing? Just the tournament day fishing. These guys are catching.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you go count them up, man, there's probably 20 over 5-pound trout every tournament day being weighed in.
See, I want to bring the fish in.
No, I get it. But their mortality rate is way less from just videoing this thing.
Right.
Let's get it back in the water. Now, some of them die. You know, it's
Right.
part of it. You can get a corky all the way down in its throat. And,
Yeah.
you know, it's
What do
not
you
gonna
do
work.
if you catch a good trout and it's over 20 inches and it's dead when you bring it in?
I hate it, man.
You throw it back dead?
I got to.
That's weird, right?
I got to. It's going to be part of the ecosystem.
Is throwing dead fish back equal to the freeze mortality rate?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so.
But free fish day is.
I think that free fish day probably would have been about the same.
Right.
I really do. You know, I think they're coming out with the 28 and a half inch
Yeah, I think you could
tag or
keep,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
something like
I
that.
heard that.
Yeah, from 30.
I'll never keep one any bigger than that.
Yeah.
Never again.
They
I
don't.
mean,
They don't.
this what the replica.
They don't taste good.
I don't know. I never eaten one that big.
I was on a trip one time. My uncle Ray Vela, may he rest in peace.
He eats them, huh?
Oh,
It
dude,
don't matter how big they are.
I forgot how that thing was over 30 something inches. We were at a trip in Baffin. My grandpa used to be one of the ranch cowboys, and we used to go in through
Oh
the
yeah,
ranch and drive all the way to Penascal Point.
and just sit there and walk in and fish.
Yeah, I mean, I was too young to drink beer, but I'd be watching my uncles drink beer all night long and
I love it.
making nail guy steaks and carne guisada, with
Hell yeah.
tortillas with egg and potato in the mornings and refried beans. It was like a whole cowboy experience. If you didn't have a cowboy hat on, dude, you just
that
felt
ain't
out of
good.
place,
Oh
right?
man,
And dude,
that is the real deal, though.
oh yeah,
You are on the ranch.
yes, we were on the ranch,
the ranch
the
of
ranch.
Texas.
We
That's
were
right.
on Penascal Point on land,
Yeah,
with our trucks,
that's
right?
cool.
And it all ended. Everybody would go and we'd party out and we'd leave trash there, and
Yeah.
eventually they shut that thing
Yeah.
down. But there was this place called the Tylos on the way over there. There used to be some water pouring out of a spout. Supposedly, the San Juan Church, Big San Juan Church,
Yeah.
what filled the fountains was that.
Oh really?
Weirdly.
Huh.
Right? Like, why would you go from all the way? I don't know. That was just the story I was told, right? Or something like that. Well, there was these stylos there, which were a big concrete
Troughs,
tubes kind of thing,
Yeah.
for the water to go through them.
Right.
And we called them the stylos. Well, there was bait there. We would stop, catch a bunch of mullet,
Yeah.
and then go to Penascal Point. Well, I mean, just like any other trip, there might not be anything
Yeah.
at Penascal Point, right?
Right.
We'd make our way back. We'd spend the night there at the Tylos, and we start casting out because Baffin would feed those stylos.
Right.
Well, my uncle got hooked up on a big trout, right? And we're like, what the heck has he got over there, man?
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten a bite or nothing. And you could hear, it was lanterns
Yeah.
at that time.
That's
You would just see
awesome.
the lantern panic. The lantern even was in
Moving around.
panic mode, right? We were like, what the heck? Somebody running towards the rod,
Yeah.
I don't even think flashlights were invented.
I love it.
I'm just kidding, right? But we used lanterns at the time, tents and all.
Yeah.
He caught something 30 something plus inches,
Huh.
a speckled trout.
Yeah.
On the stringer, buddy.
Love it.
Back into the water.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
Nobody even gave a damn back then.
I got a little buddy of mine, man, and he fishes. He's from Wessico down there. He fishes South Padre. He caught a 33-inch trout. Him and his dad when he was a kid, and they filleted the hell out of that son.
Oh wow.
I was like, wow. He said, my dad didn't care.
I think it's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah, he showed me a
When you
picture of
eat
this.
one.
He had a Polaroid picture of this fish.
Oh yeah.
I tell you, there's no way you can catch a 34-inch trout.
Yeah.
Say, I got a picture of it. He sent me a picture of it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
Yeah,
wild.
we would walk. I would walk. I was young. I'm 59 right now. At the time, I must have been every bit of. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys. Right. At the time, I must have been a teenager, man. When that time was at that
Yeah, you remember that.
time period, right? And I would walk Rocky Slough from the land.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I would go and stand on top of a rock, and I would just be casting
So,
amongst the rocks.
So similar, funny that you say that. Here over the past month, I've been fishing way south, Mansfield area, running from Flower Bluff to Mansfield in the mornings, and on our way down through the land cut, there was a truck pulled up, and I remember looking over to Crystal and said, "Man, that guy's got something there." They were up in front of us still when we were blazing by. We're probably
Mhm.
running 60. I look over and it's a trout.
Oh,
I mean, he's 50 yards away from me, but boy, I
Yeah.
could tell it was a good one.
yeah.
They had pulled up, right there into
One of the
land cut,
ranch guys.
off the ranch, and they were
Yeah.
out there in deep water fishing the land cut.
Mm-hmm.
So, man,
Yeah, it's
good privilege right there.
Yeah,
Big
it's
time
something
privilege to be
unfortunate,
able
but
to do that.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Man, so how are we giving away
I don't know. We're just gonna have to pick somebody, tell them, say, "Hey, I want it."
some random?
Say,
I tell you what, this is what I'm going to do. Let me see if I could do this. I'm going to give it till, what do we got? What time is it?
I don't care, man. That's good.
It's 1:00. I'm going to give it till 10:00
10:00
p.m.
p.m. tonight.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm going to name this comment. I'm going to put my own comment.
You do it.
Fishing trip with Captain. No,
Yes,
with
sir.
R. Let's do R and K.
With R and K. That's good. I like
R
and K Coastal Outfitters.
Is it R and K?
Coastal Outfitters.
I don't know if I could do that. Fishing trip.
Just R and K. That'll work.
RK. Nope. Is R and K following the show?
Should be. Oh, probably not.
Okay, so
Captain Richard Thompson.
All right, here we go. Captain Thompson. Richard Thompson. Fishing trip with Captain Richard Thompson and Spooled Life Live.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I'm going to do. When I hit submit, right? And this is for the viewers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is not just, if you just jumped into the show, you're just going to have to hit some rewind. You got some rewinding to do, guys.
You better watch it.
All right, we're gonna do a giveaway here. What are we giving away? Let's check it out.
Well, we just gave away the first one, had the ball caps. We've got
that's the first one, right? Or is that the second one?
That one goes to that one.
Okay.
We actually got a woman's.
There you go.
Salty head hat.
Well, let's hold on.
It could be.
It could be for men, right?
We do.
Let's be politically correct here, right?
Sorry about that. Yes, it could be for men. A couple of packages of salty heads.
There you go.
Coastal Brew breaks. We got the purple punch and the watermelon red.
There you go.
There we go, guys.
Along with a guided trip.
That's right.
Guided trip
time
with R&K Coastal Outfitters, Mr. Spooled Life Live. This is a trip for 3 people. Don't call us and say you want to bring your Theo.
Wade fishing only.
Wade fishing only, guys. This is wade fishing, right? I guess you could stay in the boat if you want to.
You can.
Right? But for the most part, we're going to be in the water, right? This is a bring your own gear.
I have gear if need be, but I do have it.
Somebody says 2+ ram. It's a 3+ ram, right?
3+ ram.
Yeah, this is the 3 including you. No, 2 including you. So that's 3.
Yes.
And me and you.
Yes.
And Mrs. Thompson.
Yeah. There'll be 5 people. Well, 5 people on the boat.
Okay.
So Miss Thompson might not go.
Okay.
We'll see. If you want Miss Thompson to go, then it's a 2-person trip.
Yeah.
With Ram and myself.
All right.
So yeah, I don't like to run more than 6 people on the boat.
Yeah, that's just uncomfortable.
It starts getting weight issues and stuff if we're running shallow.
Right.
So
well, I want Miss Thompson to go.
Well, let's do 2 then.
Okay, so that's 2 of them.
2 of them.
So this is for a 2-person trip. You and your significant other.
And us 3.
You and your buddy, right? You and your uncle. You and your cousin. You and your...
You talking about me?
No, somebody else name partner? You and your partner?
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. I'm not judging.
Yeah. Right, whatever y'all want to call it, right? You and somebody else. Yeah, let's just make it easier like that.
Yeah.
You and one other person.
There you go.
Will be coming on this trip, right?
Yeah. That sounds good.
2+ ram is getting deleted because that's just going to confuse everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I could do that. I did it. Yeah. There you go.
It will be worth your while.
Oh,
you will have a good time.
Yeah. Don't be afraid. If you're afraid to be behind the camera, don't even attempt to come because we're going to make y'all famous here. Right. all-inclusive trip. If
That's
you're
right.
from out of town,
That's right.
it's okay. Because guess what? R&K Coastal Outfitters has a lodge here in
That's right.
Corpus Christi. We will be launching from Corpus to your destination.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We'll be putting out or putting the boat in, launching from Bluff Landing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bluff Landing.
Our house is about 100 yards away from it.
Yeah.
So
And the lodge.
lodges. I'm sorry.
Okay. So the guys that stay at the lodge,
We'll be there.
you still have to travel to the launch site.
We do. It's a.
And I'll take care of that.
Yeah. You're literally just walking around.
If
the
you're
corner.
flying in, I'll pick you up at the lodge.
There you go.
Right. Don't worry about your travel.
And you don't need to bring any gear. If you are flying in and you can't bring your wading boots and whatnot, just let me know what size you need.
Okay.
I got them.
Yeah, we'll take care of that.
Yeah. I know somebody that work or knows Roy.
Yeah, there you go. Right. We got a lot of friends here at Roy's Bait and Tackle. I forgot my oh no. I was gonna say I forgot my question. I'm already 3 Karbachs. You already know how I get.
I'm good, man.
I'm gonna post this.
Almost there.
I'm gonna post this comment. Everybody that likes the comment, right? We're gonna do a raffle.
There you go.
I'm gonna put all y'all's names like we used to do old school. We used to have this thing.
And you're gonna pull a name out of the hat.
We're gonna pull a name out of the hat.
Way to do it.
We're gonna do it tomorrow. No, today's Sunday. We'll do it tonight.
Okay.
We're gonna do it tonight. We're gonna do it live.
You're gonna do it at 10 o'clock tonight? You said from now till 10.
Should we give it till tomorrow?
It's up to you.
That way we do it during the day.
It's up to you, partner. I don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it till tomorrow. We're gonna wait till tomorrow at winner will be chosen at what's tomorrow? Monday?
Yep.
8 o'clock.
There you go.
8 p.m. Good luck.
All right.
As soon as I hit this enter button, guys, or the return button, right? Depending on how old you all are. Remember, I'm not going to go over this again. All right. I'm not going to come back out. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Right?
Yeah.
The people that like this comment are going to win some swag and a free guided trip with myself and Captain Richard Thompson. Right?
And our first mate, Crystal Thompson.
R&K Coastal Outfitters. Right? This is for you and one additional angler.
There you go.
Right? Good luck. I'm going to hit this enter button. Everybody's just, what the heck? This guy just doesn't want to. What else do you got, Mr. Thompson?
Oh, man. That's it, bud. I enjoyed this.
It's been a hell of a show.
Yeah. It was good.
Right. Guys, also, if I find out, man, that the winner is not following R&K Coastal Outfitters,
that and myself,
Crystal Thompson, or even Spooled Life Live.
Yeah, there we go.
We will not hesitate to dump that winning, guys.
Is that disqualification?
That is super disqualification.
You gotta like us, man.
We will dump you out in a heartbeat.
Yeah, you can't just like the comment and not like our.
Andy Ozuna's in the house. He says, best prize on Spool Life so far.
Oh, there we go. All right.
This is to Andy Ozuna. He's a great guy. Andy Ozuna.
Man. Yep. There you go, man.
Remember, before you hit that like button, go follow R&K Coastal Outfitters, Captain
Richard Thompson,
Crystal
Thompson,
and Spooled Life Live.
There we go.
That's the most important thing, guys. So I could see it. I cannot see y'all's likes if you're not even part of this group.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go. It's been a hell of a show. What else? Let's give a shout out to your sponsors.
Man, yes, thank you. Laguna Custom Rods, down south lures.
Great people at Laguna Custom.
They're good people.
Yeah.
They really are. Um, down south lures, obviously, I talk about Mike, good friend of mine. Been using his lures for years. We Rockport trolling motor. I will
Okay.
say I didn't tell you during the show, but I got the new Instinct trolling motor on my boat. It's the latest and greatest Minn Kota.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing, like, it pulls my boat around like 8 miles per hour.
Oh, really?
It's insane. I literally, it surprised me when I pushed it all the way up to 10. So when I was thinking about you, I was going to mention it when you were talking about your kayak.
How heavy is it?
It's heavy.
Oh, really?
It is heavy. One of the things that's good for me, I do run a cat style boat, and having that motor.
So it's tailored to a boat.
So yeah,
Okay.
man, it weighs about 100 pounds.
Right.
So it's on the front end of my boat. It does help a little bit of my porpoising a little bit when I'm starting to trim up in deeper water.
Right.
So I like it. You know, a lot of people are, oh, it's too heavy for my boat. Well, it works for mine.
Yeah.
So, but I really do. Those guys, Scott Webb and his wife, are fantastic at Rockport trolling motor. I mean, literally, they'll get you in and out. You know, and they're specialized in Minn Kota products. The Coastal Brew baits, man, Colton, you guys are fantastic, man. We love the baits. I've caught a lot of big trout this year with them. A lot.
Colton's another amazing man.
Woo, man, he is a machine.
Just down to earth too.
That's
like you could have a conversation with this guy. You know what I mean? That's what I like.
His dad, Johnny and Colton and Chase. I don't know Chase as well. I know Johnny.
Chase is a younger one.
Yeah, but he's a stud.
Oh yeah,
they all are. Johnny is a great man. He's a good guy. You talk about been doing it forever,
right?
You know? So, real good guy and good kids. So I did Laguna, obviously. Our salty heads. There you go. Forgot about salty heads. I love the bait. And what got us over to salty heads? I mean, look, I've used all kinds of different lead heads.
Mm-hmm.
But Salty Head had made a pink lead head that is Crystal White or Crystal Thompson. Oh, I got to correct that. Crystal Thompson's go-to lead head, pink. But there is a bait that she throws with that. It's the Purple Punch from Coastal Brew and a mirror lure Little John. And if I told the color, she'd get mad at me.
Oh yeah, that's top secret.
I'm telling you, the pink in that color is dynamite. She has caught so many big bait or big trout with it. She goes to it all the time. So, but that's what got us to it. She liked that color, and I ended up, starting to look into it. Saw them at the Houston Boat Show. Really enjoyed visiting with them. Been able to start getting some of their products and using different types of. They're
great people behind those.
They're good. They're good people, man. They're Jorge's
Guzman, I think.
Once again, Crystal handles all that.
Yes, I think his name's Jorge.
I think it might be. They're
dude,
really nice.
I met up with him at the Elite Series kayak tournament.
Okay,
yeah, he was
there you go.
They did pretty good. They won first place.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So, but that's about it. We appreciate you letting us come on.
Dude.
Hey, man, it was fun.
It's been a hell of a show.
Heck yeah.
Right.
All right.
I want to thank my headline sponsors for making this happen. Without them, I don't know where we would be. We'd probably be at St. Anthony's School right now, just eating chalupas and stuff. Right.
I'm hungry.
If y'all are in the Robstown area, St. Anthony's
School. Well, that's where my office is at.
In Robstown?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, the oil field.
Well, right there. Right by the St. Anthony's Church. They got an event coming up today. It's like a Cinco de Mayo festivities, right? The students will be performing some stuff. And they got chalupas. They got bingo. They got nachos. Everything you could think of when you think Cinco de Mayo.
So I don't think bingo, but that's cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, every single bingo game that I've ever played, I've won.
Oh, no way.
They don't want me to show up, so I'll win them all.
I'll never win.
Right. Remember, guys, I'm fixing to hit this send button. It's been a hell of a show. Roy's Bait and Tackle, right, for having us here. New Canoe Kayaks, Sarge Custom Rods, Tow Corpus Christi, Down South Lures, AFTCO, Marshware, and Karbach Brewery.
Oh, yeah.
What's some amazing
Definitely,
stuff,
man.
right?
Hey,
Today was Staycation.
Staycation. I like it.
Session Ale, right?
It was good.
4.8 alcohol by volume. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's average.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is the normal beer?
I don't know, man.
I don't
Depends what
either.
you're drinking, like Bud Light. Probably the normal person will be drinking Bud Light.
I don't drink Bud Light.
Yeah, me neither. If it ain't Karbach, I don't want it. Unless it's at Railroad Seafood Station. All right, guys. Good luck to the winners. Remember, tomorrow at 8 p.m., one winner will be chosen. Right? This is for a trip with myself, Captain Richard Thompson, and Crystal Thompson. This is for you and one other person.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah, it's perfect.
That's perfect, right?
Absolutely.
You got any questions for the winner?
And lodging if they're out of town.
If they're out of town, we're going to set you up in a lodge and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's amazing. Let me see if it goes through. There it is. It's on there.
All right.
Hit that like button. One winner will be chosen tomorrow at 8 o'clock p.m. You got anything else?
I'm good, man. I enjoyed it, bud.
It's been a hell of a show. Thank y'all for tuning in. The next show will be in about 2 weeks. Thank y'all so much.